Why are we called Negroes? Why are we deaf, dumb, and blind? Why is everybody making progress, yet we seem to be lagging so far behind? Why are we mistreated? Why are we in this condition? Stripped of our name, our language, our culture, our God, and our religion. Here in America, all of our religious training has been gotten by the preacher. He has told us of a heaven way up in the sky that we can't enjoy now, but rather after we die. But all of the
Assalamu alaikum, world. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Once again, we want to invite everybody to an action-packed episode of the 7th Region Coalition to help save lives Thursday Night Talks. I am your brother, Brother Philip Muhammad, here in the 7th region of the Nation of Islam, and I am joined by my wonderful co-host. We got up in the top right-hand corner coming in and a wonderful Air Pounds. She is undefeated. She is a rope-a-dope champion in the white beret with the white sponsorship from she's the face of Sister Khalila's shop, y'all. She goes by the name of Sister Felicia Muhammad. Salam. Good, Sister Felicia.
I am grateful and thankful to Allah.
All praises are due to Allah. Well, up in the top left-hand corner, some of y'all know her as Sister Khalila Muhammad. Some of y'all know her as Mama, as Auntie, but we just know her as Duval.
It gotta be a better way.
I'm playing. That's our beautiful, our lovely, our wonderful Sister Khalila Muhammad. Sister Khalila, how you feeling, superstar?
Oh my God, I thank Allah for life and more abundantly.
Yes.
I thank Him for everything. Thank you so much, Brother Philip, for asking. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. And these boxes remind me, I might be dating myself, of the Brady Bunch, right?
Yeah, you are.
Right up in the corners in the boxes.
How about the Muppet Show, brother Philip?
But here's the story.
The Muppet Show.
Hollywood Squares.
Yeah. Hollywood Squares. Well, this is the Mecca Squares.
That's right.
In the top center square,
we
have none other but mi hermano from Cuba. All right, brother, Antonio Muhammad.
People don't believe that I was born in Cuba, brother. Sac passe, my brother.
hey, sac passe. We on form. Now,
repping Haitian flag, not just day, but month,
year, and time period. We'll get into that a little bit later on. How are you feeling this evening, Brother Tony?
Oh, alhamdulillah. All praise is due to Allah. You know, brother, you're in that let's get ready to rumble spirit. And the only one that we're rumbling is the enemy. We're rumbling with the enemy. So We look forward to
better
having
believe it, brother.
discussion here tonight.
You better
on Thursday
believe
Night
it, because like our sister Kalila say, life be life, and you better keep it
Life
together.
be life, and you and me.
For real. Mess around with life if you want. Get run over, get knocked out.
That's
For real,
right.
for real.
That's right.
And in saying that, over here, oh, other side.
Nope, the other way.
We got our brother, student minister, brother Mark, who's here with us this evening out of Jayville, Florida. You know what, man? For all of y'all who don't know, you need to get out there to Muhammad's Mosque number 66 in Jacksonville. You can come and work with our brother Mark, sister Kalila, sister Felicia.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But brother Mark, how you feeling, Top Soldier?
Man, I am feeling like $1 million, bro. I feel great.
Only $1 million, brother?
Look, let me hold something.
$1 million.
If it's $1 million, he can't afford it.
Oh man!
Not in this
like Dr. Evil, $1 million. Everyone started laughing.
Nah, brother, I'm looking at least a billion.
Yeah, Billy. You got to be a Billy, brother.
Yeah, I'm looking at brother Mark. You looking? I got on him a little T-shirt and stuff, brother. You got on gold. Say you come on, man. I'm looking at a Billy. Anyhow, man. Brother Mark is so humble. He's like, "Can you move on, please?" And not talking. Anyhow. Well, welcome everybody to the 7th Region Coalition Thursday Night Talks, and we have another wonderful show for you this evening. And brother Tony, why don't you take us a little deeper into the show, man, and what we talking about this evening?
It would be an honor and a pleasure, my brother. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, the one God, to whom holy praises are forever due, the Lord of the worlds, who came in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, the Supreme Being, to whom holy praises are forever due. I am forever thankful to Almighty God Allah for showing his divine favor of Black people here in North America, showing his divine favor of the Aboriginal peoples of the earth, and raising one from among us, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, the exalted Christ. And I thank Almighty God Allah for not leaving us alone in the midst of the absence of that great master teacher. And one other great master teacher was prepared for us, especially in this hour. I thank Allah for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, who is the Messiah of Allah's Christ in our midst. In their divine name, I greet you in peace. We say it in the Arabic language, Assalamu alaikum, which means peace be unto you. And beloved family, we are the 7th Region Coalition to Help Save Lives. The 7th Region Coalition to Help Save Lives was assembled by our student regional minister, Student Minister Patrick Muhammad, soon after the Criterion message of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. That took place on July 4th, 2020, in which the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan was warning our people, warning the whole human family about an experimental COVID-19 vaccine, which the 7th Region Coalition was assembled by our Student Regional Minister, Student Minister Patrick Muhammad, to inform the public of the dangers of this vaccine, which we are still doing. We are guiding our people to alternative therapies whenever they're experiencing ailments. We are guiding our people to a healthier lifestyle. Today, through the 9 ministries given to us by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan in the midst of the 2005 Millions More movement. So tonight's ministry that we're going to be focusing on out of the 9 is the Ministry of Information.
Yes, sir.
And the Ministry of Information is as follows. It is the central agency which provides services that include the development of all sources of informing the public of the policies, plans, and strategies necessary for the free flow and accessibility of information essential to an informed and empowered citizenry. This includes collection, research, and dissemination of current events, history, analysis, the publication of books, pamphlets, magazines, and use of the internet and social media. It is also responsible for the development of information systems and networks to secure internal and external communications, media program development and management, and establishment of an Office of Media Affairs and Press Secretary. So today, really tonight, the 7th Region Coalition to Help Save Lives will be broadcasting to you some information for the development of this region known as the 7th Region of Nation of Islam, but also information that is meant to save lives nationally as well as internationally. And so before we proceed, we do need your support.
Yes.
So please support our program. We got some bills that are coming up. This streaming service that we're using, it's not free. Our services are free. We're coming before our people and presenting information out of the love out of our hearts. However, the streaming service is not free. There are other services that we utilize that are not free, and anything that you are able to make to donate, it could be a couple of dollars. It could be, you could put $5 on it. Don't sing the rest of the song.
Please, please.
I'll put $1 billion on it.
Anyway. You can whatever the donation is, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. If
bottom of our hearts.
100, 1,000, 100,000. We're not going to stop the donation. We're going to put it to an effective use. But we're very, very grateful, even if you donate a simple dollar. We're very, very thankful for whatever you give. And may Allah continue to bless you and your families.
And our prayer is that your donation is returned to you 100-fold.
Absolutely.
So
thank you for that, Sister Felicia.
Oh,
absolutely.
Wow. I like that, Sister Felicia. You raised the stakes up, okay?
Yeah,
honey.
Look, I'm going to donate myself.
We should.
I mean,
if we don't,
right?
I need
exactly.
Let me put 5 on it. You know what I mean?
I'm getting ready to do mine right now.
Sister Sherry just gave us the greeting.
Praise
I know that's right. So thank you again, dear family, for joining us this evening on the 7th Region Coalition Thursday Talks. And definitely, I think we got that button. Where's that like, subscribe, that really cool doodad that you put together?
Oh, no, you have to.
This is the time and the point, ladies and gentlemen, that everybody must like and subscribe. There it is.
It costs
Please like and subscribe and share.
Nothing
Because,
to share.
This whole thing is powered by an algorithm. And the algorithm, the more you like, you subscribe, and you comment, what it does is that it allows more people to see it. It spreads more. So that's what the algorithm is, right? Okay. So we want to encourage everybody right now to like, subscribe, and share.
I'm going to say this. It doesn't take away anything from your personal social media page.
Right.
It only adds to its great value by sharing invaluable information geared towards saving lives.
Yeah, and if you think that it's taking away from, if you think it's taking away from your social media page, then you don't need to be on right now anyway. I'm just y'all.
No, that's true though. Come on,
it is.
Listen, man, we need
work to do, man.
Tonight we are going to get later on into the show. We're going to get into the 91st birthday of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and we need to stop tiptoeing through the tulips about what we like, because there's a saying that goes: "Only thing that is necessary for evil to triumph is for good men and women to stand aside and do nothing." So if you're sitting here and you're watching this and you appreciate what you're seeing and you dig what we're doing and you got a couple dollars in your bank account, hit the Cash App. But at the very least, subscribe, share, and like. Y'all good with that?
Yes.
You said that excellent, Brother Philip.
You said that.
Yes.
All right. Well, all praises are due to Allah. Well, Sister Kalila, I think we got a special guest in what you have affectionately called the dugout right now.
The dugout.
And I think it's about that time to bring our special guest on the show, who is going to take us further into our program. Absolutely. Yes. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, friends and enemies who are joining, please bring on with a warm round of applause our brother all the way from the Tampa Bay area, Muhammad's Mosque number 47, the co-host of Closing the Gap, our dear brother Chad Muhammad.
Woo! Praise be to Allah. Welcome, brother Chad.
You're on mute, brother Chad.
Oh, you think there's a co-host I know about that kind of stuff? Praise be to Allah. It's an honor to be here, family.
It's so good to see you, brother Chad. How's the family, sir?
The family is well and accounted for, enjoying the blessings of Almighty God, Allah, and I pray the same and likewise for all of your families.
All praise to Allah. Well, you know, we said we have a special guest on the show for so many reasons, but you got something really, really special coming up in Tampa. And why don't you tell the people, familiarize them a little bit more with what's happening in Tampa Bay?
Yeah. Praise be to Allah. First, allow me to open up in the holy name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, bear witness that there's no God but Allah and that Muhammad is his messenger. And once again, just greeting you and your listening audience with the greeting words of peace of the paradise of Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
And just wanted to thank you for having me on the show. And on behalf of Mosque 47, all the believers here in the Central Florida and the Bay Area, just very, very thankful, family. So what we got going on, you know, trying to keep busy, keep the activities going. So we're doing a lot of new news, a lot of new things, all right, with a new mindset, all right? So this is the year of the new news, okay?
Yes.
All right.
I like new.
Praise be to Allah. So by Allah's grace, one of the things that we have coming up this summer, for the very first time, we opening up a Muhammad Academy, a summer camp. And the summer camp is called Camp YG. And that YG is for young gods.
Right? All right now.
That YG is for ye are all gods. You know, so however you want to chop YG, you know, we there. So we opening up a summer camp, and this is going to be, as you see on the screen, we're doing it for ages from 5 to 13, really going up to 14, you know, to middle school. And these are some of the things that's going to include the activities. We're doing field trips. We're doing Black history, learning knowledge of self. We're learning about social etiquette. We want them to meet Black entrepreneurs. We're doing arts and crafts. So a lot of the non-ministry, as this show do such a tremendous and wonderful job on displaying, we want to get into the non-ministries with the youth. All right, we got a STEM program and more. We're going to be doing cooking and the science of food. And all of this, you know, just for the low 100 per week. For the
That's it?
That is it. You know,
wow.
As they say, you know, out of time is the devil's workshop. So we try to make sure that during the summer, our children is not so lax that their mind is not thinking and not being productive. So by the time they go back to school, then we playing catch up, you know, as educators trying to get them back into the groove of things, because all they've been doing is playing Fortnite all summer.
Right.
So we want to offer some activities. We got wonderful field trips. We got teachers, qualified educators that's going to be a part of this. So we're looking forward to it, you know. So we're asking those that have children in the area, you know, this is the place to be, the place to send your children. And those that are not in the area may just want to sponsor a child and give a donation. And that's very, very appreciated too, you know, because this is our first year in doing that. And as the minister have for us set up after establishing a mosque, the next thing to do is a school. So this is the pilot to eventually, we, by Allah's grace, we're able to open a Muhammad University of Islam. That's one of the
praise be to Allah.
Things we got going on.
Brother, and, with what you just opened up with, Brother Chad, there are so many questions. So I don't know who's gonna go first or who's gonna go last. I just know y'all better rock this at the drop of a dime, baby. It's all the hip hop heads out from the system.
That's the company right there.
Anyhow, Sister Khalila, you got the floor first. Any questions, Sister Khalila, about this? So much there.
Yeah, so with this camp, I mean, because I know back in the days when, and I'm not going to tell my age, but I don't mind telling my age. But I remember with camps that you learned so much, and it wasn't about even learning for me. And I'm just going back. It was about me having long-lasting friendships, having these opportunities to meet other peers that I can relate to, that I can share, my experience of just being who I am, or being the age that I am. And I think this is a great opportunity for, you know, for people who are interested, especially, those single mothers that have to go to work, and just they can just
Yes.
drop their child off, right?
Right.
And be comfortable with the FOI and the MGT. They're getting meals, right?
Right. That's right.
Wholesome meals.
Yes.
And so when you say $100, is it any way, let's say I'm in Jacksonville. Is it any possible way, unless I can put it in a basket and ship off to you? How can I donate to the cause? Just basically said, hey, I'm not gonna, have a child there, but how would I be able to donate to the cause?
Thank you, dear sister. And first of all, I just appreciate that mindset, because it's making no excuse. You're like, okay,
Right.
my children can't travel way down there hours away, but I love the plan. I love what y'all plan on doing and want to be a part of it. So,
Right.
That's the heart of those that believe how we believe, and that the children should have something educational that they can do, but yet edutainment, something that they can learn during the summer, because they do want a break from school, but at the same
Right.
time, they don't need a total break. They don't need that part. So we got to still keep them active. So for people like yourself that's mentioning that, we do have on the screen, you see the donation link. There's a QR code that is there.
Let me see if that works.
Your phone out and try to get that QR code, and I'm gonna do it with you. I'm gonna see on here too by chance if on the so on the
let's see if that QR code work, brother Chad.
I'm trying to see on the so if it don't, because I can't on mine, it's not. I don't know how y'all's. I got the phone that the Bible talks about. The Bible talks about the Apple. Right.
Well, those are what they said about the Apple, about Adam and Eve. Better get your old Android.
Yeah, no, because you seen what happens in Samsung and Delilah, right? So that's
Mr. Chad, we have Sister Jasmine saying it works. LOL.
Oh, it works. It's working for Sister Jasmine.
That's what I'm talking about. But just in
Sister
case,
Jasmine.
Yes, our wonderful sister right here. Just in case it don't, as you see scrolling down at the bottom, we also have, after it said banquet fundraiser celebration, is really that Muhammad's Academy Inc. Square.site. That's a place where you can visit and actually, learn more about it and make a donation through that also. All right. That second one, the Eventbrite, is something else. All right. So that's two different things that's going on there. So if the donation link don't work, once again, right after that, scrolling across the bottom, right after the banquet fundraiser.
I'm correcting it right now, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you. There we go. Yes. Thank you, Sister Yasmin, for showing that it does work.
Yes.
Right. Praise be to Allah. But that's very important, because you can help sponsor a child, because we are more for the children being there, yet at the same time with the educators that's going to be there, we want to also help them out financially, so that they can help to feed their family. And it's already a pay cut, of course, but we donate the time and the sacrifice to make sure they get something. As you see, these are things that they're not learning at that age at the typical public, charter or private school. A lot of time they are not getting that, and especially where God can be the center of it. We can open up in prayer and then go home in prayer, and we can eat the right food. There will not be any baloney sandwiches. There will not be any Vienna sausages. There will not be any
not the cold, not no cold fried chicken in the pack.
no, none of that. No, no
No bacon in the
noodle
salad.
soups, no noodle soups, no nothing like that. They won't have there. So by Allah's grace. So we look forward to it and look forward to your support.
What
So,
kind
so
of
brother Chad, I got a question for you, brother Chad. So
Okay.
my experience with summer camps, man, and they could be quite difficult to run those times. What kind of things should parents expect that their children are going? What is a day? What is a day at Camp YG Young Gods look like?
Yeah, very good question. So, starting off, of course, in prayer, that's the main thing that we want to do. One of the things, just as y'all have been implementing with the show, is the 9 ministries. All right. So we do have volunteers that's going to deal with arts and craft. We're dealing with social etiquette. We're going to deal with the STEM program. So depending on the days, each day going to give you something a little different. And you'll be taught by, different teachers, educators that's going to be there. That's really focused on the learning aspect for our children, something that they can't get at the regular school, but at the same time, whose heart's in it, who's volunteering their time, who looking at the bigger picture that our children need to be God-centered and learn about things, tools that we can use that's going to be lifelong lessons. So they'll be learning personal development skills. They need to know these things. Of course, the mannerism that we have as those that's in the Nation of Islam. So to see your children coming back saying, yes, ma'am, and yes, sir, and not and what?
Oh, I hate that.
Absolutely. We're going to teach them how to drill. They'll get some discipline, some preparatory commands, some execution commands, so we look forward to that. They'll learn about really Black history that a lot of time, of course, we can't teach in school, especially in Florida, if y'all know what I mean.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
But that's the beautiful part about Camp YG. Sky's the limit. And we are going to give it to them raw, give them teachers that can be made practical, that they can automatically just see a change and start to use it from day one by Allah's grace.
Beautiful.
Praise be to Allah. Thank you for that, brother Chad. Any other questions?
Well, you already took the question I had, Brother Philip. But I'm not gonna say it. You took it from me. Great minds think alike. That's what
Alhamdulillah. Praise be
to Allah. Thank you.
Well, let's go to this next one, Brother Philip. Because Brother Michael said that I was going to be given an award at this banquet.
He did.
So that's what he said. And I have it on record that he said it. And I have witnesses there that indicated, he said I will have an award. I'm waiting on me at the banquet. Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, look, you deserve one. He wouldn't be wrong by giving you one. You deserve one, dear sister. Praise be to Allah. But yes, this event is next Saturday, and it's beautiful because once again it's a new. This is our first annual fundraiser / banquet award celebration, and for those that don't know, for your listening audience, we have been Tampa Study Group for a long period of time. And to be honest with you, on the books, we was Tampa Study Group. We was never a mosque. I gained that status again, not, after once the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan while doing his period of time. So we was only a mosque prior to 75. But by Allah's grace, we have had the chance during the pandemic, family, the first to my knowledge to become a mosque during the pandemic. And this was in the year 2021 on May 12th, one day after the minister's birth anniversary. So we just celebrated our 3-year anniversary. And on May 25th, we want to do our first annual banquet celebration in honor of the believers, the work that we have been doing in the community, and also the working relationship with those in the community. So, and when we base it out of the scriptures, that it says celebrating those who believe and do good, and you can find this in the second verse out of the Surah of 47, which is Muhammad.
Which is Muhammad.
Yes, yes. So, so we basing it out of that. So we're looking forward to that. And look at this, family. We have for our keynote speaker, our dear brother and student regional minister, Patrick Muhammad, which will be and family, when I tell y'all, we are doing it up big. We are celebrating. We have awards for the believers. We have awards for our student and regional labors as a token of our appreciation for the 7th region. And we have what's called a Friendships in All Walks of Life award that's given to a community activist that's doing very well. Our dear Sister Candy Lowe, which she have a Black business bus tour where she gather a lot of the Blacks and whites, everybody just load up on a bus, and we go to different Black businesses and we patronizing them.
Oh, wow.
And the beautiful thing about it, family, is if you're looking the most recent Final Call newspaper that's celebrating the minister 91st birth anniversary, on page 30, there's a write-up about us, going into those Black businesses with our dear Sister Candy Lowe and the work that she have been doing. So we're looking forward to this. This is a fundraiser. We pray that you can make it out. Y'all come down. We still got tickets available, as you'll see right here on the screen where it's at Banquet Fundraiser Celebration. You could go to Eventbrite and you can purchase yourself a ticket. Once again, you can also give a donation that help us out to keep the doors open. We're doing renovations right here in Tampa, Florida also. So all that goes toward the good cause. Praise be to Allah.
Praise be to Allah.
Look, brother, I got
wonderful.
Look, I got to segue to my dear brother Mark. When did we get reinstated? Was it during the pandemic as well? I'm just for the people in the back.
It was December 2021.
Oh, wasn't that the pandemic too?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so. Isn't that something?
We just want to be like you when we just want to be like you when we grow up, brother Chad. We just want to be like you when we grow up. That's it. That's what we're trying to do.
Nation building. Look, I was so proud. I was waiting, anticipating hearing that. And they said Jacksonville reinstated. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, look at the 7th region. Man, so proud of y'all and the great works that y'all doing there up under Student Minister Nolan. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I mean, we, this is 7th region. This is how we do it here.
This is how we do it.
That's right.
We operate like one mosque.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, we're a family. We one Ummah by Allah's grace, brother Tony. That's right. But yeah, we're looking forward to that. So that's a couple of things that we got going on.
Well, brother, thank you so much for that, because as you were saying that, I just wanted to pull up some of the great work that the believers in Tampa have been doing. And it's been documented in the Final Call newspaper. This is from the January 30th, 2024 issue.
Yes.
Tampa believers share the importance of how to eat to live with the community. Take us back a little bit to a couple of days back, man, when this happened. What was this about, Brother Chad?
Praise be to Allah. So one of the things we have been implementing is once a month, we would do something out of the 9 ministries. So we was talking about the ministry of health and, just talking about how to eat to live. And we do it on a Wednesday and advertising. It goes very well. So we have a panel discussion that helps us with friendships in all walks of life. Some of those that's too busy on a Sunday because they have church to attend. And, during the weekday, they're working. They have their children. They're preparing for the next day.
Right.
But we let them know ahead of time. So we would schedule out like a Wednesday.
Right.
That's the last Wednesday of the month. And we are promoted hard. About it. We'll have panelists, and then we'll have like different circles where we'll talk about different things. We have slideshows, or sometimes we'll do cahoots. Sometimes we give out, just free things to them. So they always come in to get something. And we would do a write-up in the final call about it. So this is something we have been doing for a while. And when I tell you it brings in the numbers, we enjoy it. Everybody that's there, they like, when is the next one? You know, so and it's based upon the 9 ministry. So we have been doing, you know, running down. We did Brother Philip and Brother Tony singling y'all out more because I know y'all talk about hip hop a lot. So we did one on the ministry and arts and culture. When I tell you, by Allah's grace, family, I was able to have, I think I had 26 first time of myself by Allah.
Wow.
Wow.
You know, because that's my background right there.
Right, of course.
Man, hey, look here, man. We got the cipher going down. We about to build, man. Y'all need to come through. We about to talk on this and that. So, you know, by Allah's grace, it was wonderful. Under the law. Giving back in Tampa. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Well, praise be to Allah. Thank you for the work that you're doing, brother. And let's get that information back up on the screen one more time about this week. It's 9 days away, brother. 9 days away. That beautiful number 9.
Yes.
Wonderful. And Brother Chad and all the believers that are there, and Muhammad's Mosque number 47. And and we pray that Allah may bless you all with a lot of success. All of those who are tuning in right now, Brother Chad told you that you can send, you know, you can go to the Eventbrite and check it out, but also you can make a donation, a contribution to the banquet fundraiser by visiting that Eventbrite page. I believe, Brother Chad, there is a link there, right? In order for them to donate on that page, or
absolutely. And they could go
and
on
also
Facebook.
we put it, and we also put it in the chat. So you can always go into the chat.
Wonderful. Thank you, Sister Kalila.
We appreciate
Brother Chad, any words you? Oh yeah, that's right. Any last words about Camp YG?
Yes. Once again, just want to thank everybody, you know, for their interest, and if they could see the invested interest that we have in this and making this successful. And I don't care if the donation as low as $1 to as high as $1,000, you know that is going toward helping children to stay safe. I mean, you got to think about that. During the summer, a lot of things happen with our children during our time. So imagine that these children are going to a school environment. They will have desks there. They will be attending. Our location is at a charter school that's called Legacy Preparatory Academy. So God willing, we'll be there. They'll be in a classroom setting. They'll be learning things, preparing their mind to get ready once they go back to school. But just staying, you know, where they're not stagnated. They're not, like I said, playing Fortnite all day in the inside. You know, we're going to have activities, field trips, and everything like that. So any donation you can give towards this righteous cause is much appreciated. So Camp YG, family.
You know, brother, listen, I was looking, you know, I love me old dear brother Chad. Right. I see it says tuition scholarships available. Email us. Can you expound on the ones that, you know, be liking those good deals like myself?
Yes. I'm glad you brought that up, this sister, because, you know, some of us, you know, we kind of do like the Easter bunny. So we might have like a lot of children. Right. So, you know, it can be costly, like if you have 6 or 7 children and you're trying to pay $100 per person and whatnot. So we most definitely got tuition scholarship. We have deals, deal codes, you know, where as low as $50 a child. And depending on how many coming, you know, so we most definitely, like I said, the main thing is to get the children there. We want them to be there. But we do have a reality that we have finances when it comes to the food, when it comes to the field trips, when it comes to putting something in the educators, you know, pocket to still take care of their family. But we do got deals. We most definitely can make it work. So thank you for that question, Sister Khalil.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, that's a very important one. And may Allah bless y'all, Brother Chad. I had a very deep conversation earlier this week with our sister Kimberly, who teaches virtually with Muhammad's University of Islam, and the fact that here in Miami we need a Muhammad's University, and we can't continue to talk about educating our children, and we won't even, you know, open up our living room to start there. That's where the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad started, man. And our children they're not gonna wait for us to get our act together for them to grow up. They just gonna keep growing up.
Brother. Go ahead, brother Philip. Can I tell you one quick point? You made me think about something. See, my daughter, we had a Muhammad University here when she was younger, and she got a chance to attend it. And my same daughter that attended Muhammad University, this is the same daughter that this idea came from, to have
look at that seed.
You see that?
Look at that
seed. And
seed.
then her little sister, our other daughter, is involved in it also, and she's doing the daycare part. Sister Yatira, Sister Bashan, Brother Walter. We got a
Sister Bashan is a powerhouse within itself.
Yes, we got some powerhouse people a part of it, so we're looking forward to it. But that's just how it is, Brother Philip. It's the seed. So just imagine if we plant seeds in the children that come to Camp YG. How would it be now when they grow up? How would it be when they return back to school, Brother Tony, after they learning something from Camp YG, and they listen in them class and it start to get a little boring, or they hear something that's inaccurate, and they say, "Oh, wait, hold on now."
Right. With all due respect, ma'am.
Right.
Yes.
See, because students of Chad, what they're going to be experiencing at Camp YG, it's going to activate them.
Come on.
It's going to have them see themselves. And now they're not just going to go for any kind of okie doke.
Yes.
Especially when it comes to, but students of Chad, we're under attack.
Yes.
Our history is under attack. And when our children get exposed to the truth and reality of things, they will challenge.
Right.
And they will, no, I'm not gonna put up with that.
That's true, brother.
I want to see myself. I want to see my history. I want to understand myself. I want to understand my history.
That's right.
And so there's an initiative that we must. It's not a question. It's a must that we to support.
That's right. Yeah, and I'll leave it with this. Once again, when it comes to that, look how many breaks they get. They got the spring break, they got winter break, now they got a whole summer break. Well, let me tell you that if we want them to keep taking breaks, just keep in mind that broke is the past tense of break. Keep taking breaks, they're gonna end up broke somewhere, and not just broke financially, but broken hearted. Broken spirit. They're gonna have all of this if they keep taking a break. All right, so we want to keep them active, and that's what Camp YG will have them active all throughout the summer.
Young gods.
Come on,
well,
young
Brother
gods.
Chad, I do believe, Brother Chad, that was a drop the mic moment. Thank you so much, my brother, for coming on with us, man, and for spending this time. And we're looking forward to some more action-packed episodes of Closing the Gap. Which comes on every Sunday,
every Saturday at 7.
Saturday, my bad.
No, that's okay. And then we got a whole network, so you'll see a lot of people all throughout. While I'm on this show, Brother James is on another, and we got Closing the Gap is going right now, so it's most definitely is a broadcast. So we thank y'all for y'all support, and we thank y'all for what y'all continue to do. I remember when this was up and going, and just to see how it's done expand and growing. I love it, man. I read it as rocking and rolling. Y'all always have fun, always smile. Every time I see y'all, I just smiling, having a good time. I'm not over here like, we here again. Like everybody just smiling and just love me. I thank y'all, family. I really do.
All praise be to Allah. We look forward to seeing you again in Tampa, brother, and inshallah talking to you even before then. May Allah bless you all. So,
they're gonna wife. They're gonna wife.
They're gonna wife, and that's how.
All right, Brother Chad. Well, please give lots of love to the believers in Tampa on behalf of us in 7th Region Coalition. We love you, okay, dear brother?
Likewise, family. And Brother Philip, remember to register. If you don't register, brother,
Mr. Chad, we are going to be we're going to have another segment very soon about going in the community. Would you be able to stay with us just for a few minutes?
Yes, that'll be wonderful. Be wonderful. I'm here.
Yes, sir.
All right. So without further ado, go ahead, brother.
I was going to say you're going to hang out with us, but I couldn't say that, Brother Chad. Let me tell you, one day, Student Minister Bia, he said, Brother Philip, how you doing today? And I said, Brother Minister, I'm hanging in there, sir. And he looked at me and he said, well, brother, You shouldn't use that kind of language. I could
Mm-mm.
still feel the rope burns.
Woo-wee.
So you're not gonna hang out with us. You're gonna pull up with us, okay? How
Oh,
about
no.
that?
Come on up.
Praise be to
So
Allah.
thank you, Brother Chad, for
You're welcome.
staying with us for a little while longer. And the reason why Brother Tony asked you to stay on with us is because now we want to talk about the recent weekend that the Nation of Islam just experienced, which is a national holy day for us, which we celebrated the 91st birthday of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And in saying that, that's it,
Praise
brother.
be to Allah.
Brother
Happy
Minister Tony got the
Savior's
live version
Day.
there. Yes. Farrakhan at 91, still standing strong. And our beloved, beautiful brother minister, brother Mark, why don't you go off a little bit more into that article in the Final Call newspaper and what we talking about?
Yes, sir. I want to just go over this because this is so powerful. And man, when you think about the Honorable Minister Farrakhan, I mean, words are inadequate to express our love, thanks, his life, his testimony, his work. I mean, it's so much. When you talk about 91 years, and these are, you know, some people live on the planet empty years, but these are full.
Brother Mark, yes.
So 1 year with Farrakhan is like 100 years with other people because something is always going on. So the article begins. I'm just going to give a little bit of a highlight. It goes without saying that the word, works, and legacy of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad would hardly be mentioned in history if it were not for one man, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Right. Through the minister, we see the divine work of Elijah, who in scripture demonstrated that God, through Elijah's works, was in the midst of his people. The minister, as he celebrates his 91st birth anniversary, we see him in the presence of God among his people. And it is the minister's faith in his father that has taken him to the pinnacle of success in this world, but also has made him the primary target of satanic forces who are witnessing the word and works of Elijah manifesting in the collapse of their world. Now, Elijah Muhammad spoke of the minister's value long before he departed. He said to the minister, "You are more valuable to me than all the wealth of the earth." And he told him that through you, I will get all of my people. All. In that sense, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad has given the hardest task than any man before him, a task he passed on to Minister Farrakhan, to raise the dead to life. And so when we say dead, we're not talking about physical death. We're talking about raising us from mental and spiritual death. And so the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he described that condition of us as a people, the masses of the people. So when the minister realized that he had departed from his teacher, he reawakened with the help of an angel, Minister Jibril Muhammad, in September 1977, and they went to work to revive the teachers. They established study circles throughout the nation. They had their very first Saviors Day in 1981, in which he declared that Honorable Elijah Muhammad is alive. Yes, we said it. And then that declaration made the minister a target of people who wanted to erase the messenger's name from history. Now, I can't go over all of the minister's works in the short time I have, but when you think of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, you think about the rehabilitation and the resurrection of our people. You think about the rehabilitation of the lost NOI properties. You think about the power products that was built. You think about Stop the Killing Tour. You think about the Million Man March. You think about the World Friendship Tour.
Come on.
You think about a year long of lectures, the time and what must be done. You think about the countless lives that he has saved. I would say it goes into the millions and billions. By his word, by his message. Me personally, I love the minister because when I heard him, I understood for the first time in my life what the Bible was really talking about. Exposed to the most beautiful religion really it's not a religion, it's a total way of life. This Islamic way of life. And I'm so blessed to have heard these things. We are so blessed. And I want to hear from my co-hosts. And you tell us, how has the minister, what is your testimony, though be it brief? And then we want to also talk about what Brother Philip referred to, Brother Tony referred to earlier about some of the works that we did in honor of the minister's birth celebration.
Beautiful, beautiful, Brother Mark. Sister Felicia, you on mute. Is that on purpose? Come on, Sister Felicia.
Yes.
Talk about what Brother Mark just talked about.
Wow. So, it's interesting. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness there is no God but Allah. I bear witness that Muhammad is his messenger. It's interesting. So being raised up in the Baptist church, I was always, I was definitely not, I wouldn't say I was a zealot, but we went all the time. Okay. We went all the time in the choir, everything after church, we go to the other church to sing, all of that. So in all of that, show choir in the gospel choir in college, the little community college I went to, and on the dance team. So nevertheless, when I started going to the mosque in Atlanta, I got registered in Atlanta, and I came back. And I was telling my uncles, what was happening. They was like, oh man, yeah. We used to follow Farrakhan. We used to go to the mosque. And I was like, really? Y'all ain't never said nothing to me about that. Like, yeah, we used to go to the mosque. It was my Uncle Larry, my Uncle Leon. Oh my gosh, the favorites. I mean, the life of any party. And they was like, yeah, shit. I mean,
that's what Leon said.
That's what he said, exactly. He said,
Uncle Leo, go ahead.
And they called me Chalk. So they was like, shit, Chalk, we used to go to the mosque. Yeah, we remember the papers. I was like, oh, okay. And so when when Brother Jabril, may Allah be pleased with him, and he interviewed the minister, and they did Closing the Gap. So my Uncle Leon was he had lung cancer. And so it was at this point they had put him in hospice. And so I went up there to see him, and, he had really started deteriorating. He was getting ready to check out of here. And so, and he was like, Chop, he said, man, I never would have thought that I wouldn't be able to see my grandchildren grow up. And I was like, oh, Uncle Leon, I was like, you'll be all right. I said, but you know what? I was like, call him Allah. He was like, call him Allah. I was like, call him Allah. He was like, okay, Allah. I said, so pray to Allah. He was like, okay. And I've never forgotten when that part in Closing the Gap, when the minister and Brother Jabril asked him about the 8 minutes and 20 seconds. And so, when they said that, and I went to see my uncle, I thought about that. And so we had that conversation. Of course, he was conscious, so he wasn't unconscious, but he was conscious, and we were able to talk about it. And so I just kept putting it in him, call him Allah. And who would have known he transitioned the next day? He transitioned the next day. And so I'm so thankful to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, for standing up, for being consistent, and being an example of how to stand regardless to whom or what.
Come on, friends.
And you talking about standing on a square. What?
Ooh.
Go ahead.
I don't think a square is big enough, brother.
Girl. I mean, and then the other thing that I love, when I first accepted, started doing How to Eat to Live, and then my mother started practicing How to Eat to Live, and she lost over 60 pounds, and because she was having some problems with her knees, and she didn't have to have surgery or anything like that, and she lost a lot of weight, and she started coming to the mosque. And so again, her thing was, I just want to know, do you believe in Jesus? That's all she wanted to know. That's all that mattered to her. If I still believed in Jesus, it was okay with her.
Yeah.
And so I said, yeah, Mama. I said, you should come to the mosque with me. I said, because I said, you ain't never heard nobody teach Jesus like the minister teach Jesus,
Oh,
you know. And so so it really blessed me, because being raised up in the church, I never had an issue with understanding Allah who came in the person of Master Farah Muhammad. It just made sense to me.
Right.
It was like the only thing that could really make sense. It was like, okay, so I no longer have to keep looking outside of myself for the answer.
Right.
You know, because again, and when the minister talked about the 4 Jesuses, you know, that really sealed it. And I was like, okay. So yeah, so really being able to let me finish this part. So when I was telling my mother about how you preach Jesus, I was giving her tapes, you know, and then she was passing them on to our pastor, that the church that we grew up in. And I still go to the church when I go home. So she was passing it to him. And so he started changing his preaching style to more teaching, you know. And so then my mother started coming to the mosque in Atlanta. And then she told me, she said, you know, I see what you mean. He does talk about Jesus. Y'all do believe in Jesus. I was like, yeah, Mom, I've been trying to tell you. We believe in Jesus. I mean, we live the life that Jesus said we should be living. We really strive for that, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, untold, you know, just more and more stories, even with my dad and atoning, you know, and I mean, I could go on and on. So anyway, I am so thankful, you know, that I know I'm handpicked. Right. For my family. And I am so grateful and thankful to Allah that I had that He blessed me with the awareness to be able to, as a young girl, question and ask Him questions and get on the journey. Because if I hadn't started asking those questions, I wouldn't have gotten on this journey.
Right.
You know, and so really, really being able to be introspective, and like I said, really asking Him, why am I here? What am I supposed to be doing? And you know, and along the way, He's always brought the answers, the people, the places, the things, because it's not a spook. You know, He worked through men and women. So the people showed up, you know, the opportunities. And I was grateful that, you know, I had enough sense to be curious enough to attempt to recognize the answers and just follow, you know, and just follow and be able to be willing to recognize His voice, even though sometimes, you know, I wouldn't sometimes be clear on if it was coming from me or coming from God, but I still moved out on it. And sometimes things didn't go the way I thought they were going to go. They went another way. And all of that was a learning, you know. And so when the minister was supporting us in really understanding Allah who came in the person of Master Farah Muhammad, that tape he did back in the 70s, you know, it was just like, that's one of my solace. That's a rock. I recommend that to everybody, you know, to be able to understand. So yeah, I'm so grateful and thankful that the minister is still showing us the power of what submission looks like, being obedient, even, you know, just having that direct communication with Allah who came in the person of Master Farah Muhammad, and just the expansiveness of His breast and the patience that He has when dealing with hard-headed, stiff-necked, rebellious people, you know. So I am so grateful, so grateful and thankful.
Sister Felicia, what you just brought us to is a perfect segue for what we want to go into right now, which is submission, obedience, and the love of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, that he sent out his students into the streets to go and love on the people this weekend. Right. Yes. And I think we got some pictures. And Brother Tony, I think you could walk us through this collage, right?
Let's see. Well, Sister Kalila is the one that made this collage right here.
Yeah, I made the collage. No, Brother Tony, with Brother Tony's.
The collage is a
Brother Tony's assistant.
Brother Tony, in no way, shape, or form put the collage together. This beautiful collage.
Yes, it is.
The credit goes to Allah and Sister Kalila.
That's right.
Well,
Allah through Sister Kalila, I would say.
Well, Brother Tony, you did help Without you, it would not have been necessary. So please give yourself some credit as well.
A
You
little
did
tiny
help.
bit.
You helped a lot.
All right, remember the messenger said we acknowledge the smallest.
That's it.
You know, so yeah,
Absolutely.
we don't do that. Yeah, you
Yeah.
acknowledge all praise is due to Allah.
The
And thank you.
collage is the Kalila.
Yeah.
We might need to change that Facebook profile page on the 7th Region Coalition for a few weeks with that collage right there. Wonderful job,
Yes.
Sister Kalila, with that right there. And also we had some pictures of the brothers and sisters in the 7th Region that went out. There's the Winter Haven study group. And Brother Mark, you mentioned it, I think, a little bit before, that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan called on all of his brothers and sisters in the Nation of Islam to go out this weekend and to go and serve our community, to go and feed our community, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that it was Jesus who said to Peter, "Lovest thou me, Peter? Then feed my sheep."
That's right.
Feed my sheep.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And in the same, walking in that same path as our beloved sister Felicia talked about, the minister's ability to live a messianic life in our midst. This was an example of it. So we got Muhammad's Mosque number 60. Where's Muhammad's Mosque number 66 at? Where's that again?
Jacksonville, Duval.
Oh, okay.
North Florida, Duval.
And the brother
talk about this right
the
here.
brother that's in the blue, that's Sister Felicia's husband, Brother Rashad.
All right, Brother Rashad.
You wasn't gonna say nothing, Sister Felicia. You weren't gonna say nothing.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't gonna say nothing.
That's my brother. You know, I'm gonna say something about my brother now. I don't care what you say.
Brother Rashad.
That's my homie.
And
so where am I at?
You are.
And before that, we saw Winter Haven. Can you go back to the Winter Haven picture right quick?
Absolutely.
So we got Winter Haven, the Winter Haven study group over there. And those who don't know, Winter Haven is considered like right on the edge of Central Florida, just before you hit I-10 on the Highway 27. That's Winter Haven over there with the beautiful believers that are over there. And then we have the Jacksonville study group. Who else do we have in the 7th Region that went out? We got Muhammad's Mosque number 66, Jacksonville.
Yeah, Jacksonville.
Brother Mark.
That's
Brother
Mark right here.
Look at Sister Farah.
Sister Farah.
Sister Farah, who's tuning in.
Sister Asheen.
Praise be to Allah. Is that Brother Mark? Brother Mark, you out there with the people?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Brother Mark, now when you're out there with the people, because I know that we experienced that here in Miami, did it give you the opportunity to speak with our people about having special care about our people and the kind of work that we should be doing in the community?
Absolutely. And we were actually testifying that the reason why we were out there. We wanted the people to know the man that inspired us to be out there, the Honorable Minister. And so, they were so receptive and happy to see us. Many of them wanted to come out to hear the teaching. So it was not just feeding the people physical food, but an opportunity to feed them the spiritual and mental food that they most desperately need.
And that's the other segment, because we were also passing out final call newspapers as well as food. But we also, Brother Jamison, one of our soldiers, FOI soldiers, he also donated the books Justifiable Homicide, and those are the books that I'm actually holding up right now, because we also pass out books as well. So not only we were actually feeding them physical food, but we were also feeding them spiritual food as well.
Alhamdulillah. So that's the beautiful brothers and sisters in Jacksonville. Who else we got pictures from?
That's Miami right here.
Muhammad's Mosque number
Regional
29.
headquarters. That's
Absolutely.
That's Student Assistant Minister Yasin Muhammad. They're speaking to the people and giving food. That's Student Regional Minister Patrick.
Hey.
On there on the left.
Hey.
That is Brother Carl on the right-hand side, former regional captain.
And
That's,
that brother that was our brother first officer, Brother Thomas, right?
That's Brother Thomas right there. Yes, sir.
Yes.
And so, no, everybody was just amped up, giving meals to the people, and it was not just giving meals, but giving guidance and inviting our people out to hear the truth. And there's a little bit of, they come out and hear the word to help give guidance to their lives.
That's right.
Which that's what this work is about, family. Student, okay, there we go.
Oh, what's that?
That is Tampa.
That's Tampa.
Yes, by Allah's grace, out there feeding. This was wonderful. You know, I'm so thankful to the MGT, you know, for putting together great meals, you know, because it wasn't like we was out there giving out turkey and cheese sandwiches. Like we was giving out whole meals.
A whole meal.
And when I tell you about Allah's grace, you know, our chant was 500 for Farrakhan, you know, because we was planning on giving out 500 dinners. We was out there in downtown Tampa, just feeding the community. And it's just beautiful. Like we talking about, when you ask a person, what do you want for your birthday? And they tell you, feed my flock, feed my sheep.
Right.
You know, that kind of mindset, to go out there with that spirit and hand out dinners and say, this is on behalf of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam.
Yes,
it was just so beautiful, man. We was wrapped up in that spirit, though the weather was super hot. The meal was even hotter, and we wanted to get it to our people. So very, very thankful. It was a great show of unity between the MGT and the FOI.
Mr. Chad, can I, if, with everybody's permission, if I can give a testimony about what I experienced, because in Miami we got separated into different squads.
Yes.
And I got asked, Brother Tony, can you go handle Little Havana? I said absolutely. And it was Brother Carl, Brother Philip, and Brother Yasin.
Right.
Brother Carl's son came with us also, and we were just hitting spots in Little Havana left and right. Our people are suffering there too. And as student Mr. Chad put it, it's like not just simply getting like a small meal, like a turkey sandwich, but the whole meal.
Yes, sir.
The last time that many of our people experienced a whole meal like that, a lot of us can't remember.
That's true. That's true.
And so it's so important that we go out and we feed our people and show our people what a wholesome meal looks like and tastes like and feels like.
That's wonderful. Yes, sir.
Now I have a testimony in Little Havana. In one particular spot, the homeless tend to congregate in the local library, but they were nowhere to be seen. And I said to Brother Carl, I know where they are. They're inside the library.
Wow.
And I walked into the library, and these people behind the desk just like looked at me like this, like this man's coming in here with a suit and bow tie, like he wants something. I said, excuse me, we're of a particular group in the community that cares about our people.
Yes, sir.
We have some meals that are for them. May I go to them? Because I know you have homeless people here. They're just not showing that they're homeless. Can I come over to them and ask them if they would like a meal outside?
Right.
And they said, well, let me speak to my manager. Okay, yes, you may ask the people. And so little by it started with 2 or 3, but you already know that with word of mouth, it spreads. And by the time you know, we have about 20, 25 people, 30 people outside making they just made the line themselves. And we were very blessed to feed our people there in Little Havana.
You know, also, I want to also add to, you know, I thank Allah for the spirit of Brother Al and Sister Farah. I mean, what a divine,
beautiful couple.
Divine
couple right there.
Yes.
That I love so dearly. And I thank Miami for you all that they came, and you can never ever get them back.
Look, when they came and visited Sister Kalila, No, we don't want your travel papers. Where are your transfer papers?
No, you can never get them back. And you know, and the spirit, because we our first strategy, we always hit like the homeless shelters because they are very open to us in Jacksonville. And one of the homeless shelters is the men's shelter. And they are so familiar with us. We'll go and they'll ring the bell or they'll announce, that food is there. And when we came back, because, again, they were so used to us coming every Saturday for Ramadan. Well, yeah, Ramadan. When we came back again, it was like, where have y'all been? Y'all was back to back for four consecutive, Saturdays, and then you disappeared.
Right.
I said, well, you have to come to us. We have been coming to you all. You have to come to us. So I have this brother who always come up to me and be like, hey, I say, hey, you spoke. What? So we're having a conversation with these our people because they enjoy our presence. One brother was like, I don't even want no food. Where's the final call? So it's a beautiful thing when they are expecting us to receive them.
Right.
And that's the beauty of service. A lot of times it's not about fanfare. And it's so funny because I don't even get the opportunity. I don't even want to have my phone to take a picture. That's not what it's about. Right. It's about the service. It's about having a kindling spirit to say, hey, I see you. You may not see yourself, but I see you as a God. I see you from over the condition that you are currently in to a better condition for you. Right. So, and we have these conversations, and Brother Mark can bear witness as well as Sister Felicia. Sometimes they get the food and they have these conversations with us, and long conversations. That they just want, just to be in our presence. One walked up to me and said, "Thank you for the food, but I have already ate. All I want you to do is pray for me." And I say, we're going to pray together because I want you to pray for me.
Come on.
You see what I'm saying? So it's not like listen, we're even. I might not look, I might have this headpiece on, but we're going to pray together because when you're praying for me, I want to pray for you. And that's what spirit that we should always be in the serving and giving spirit. Brother Philip.
Sister Kalila, thank you so much. That's a good place for us to start landing this plane, because if it wasn't for the love of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, many of us would not have gone out. And because of his love for our community and his love for Black people, Jesus asked a third time, Simon, son of John, do you love me? Peter was deeply hurt that Jesus had asked him a third time, do you love me? Lord, you know all things, he replied. You know I love you. And Jesus said to him, feed my sheep. So many of us, we could talk about loving the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
That's right.
But it's our submission to the instructions and to the order and to his way that we learn to grow and love our own selves by serving our community. So we continue to love the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. We thank you, dear beloved minister, for all that you do for us. And there's nothing that we can do to repay that back except for continue to feed the sheep. Feed your sheep that you took the commission on in feeding for the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. On that note, dear family, we want to thank everybody.
I want to do a segue. Sister Fatima, we have shipped off your book to Jamaica.
That's right.
We have shipped off your book to Jamaica. It should be on its way. Let us know.
It's going to be there soon, all right?
Right.
It's going to be there soon, Sister Strand.
No.
Let's see if she responds.
Yeah.
Praise be to God.
Sister Kalila, I think you got an abbreviated version of the Knowledge Corner tonight, right?
Well, listen. Since it's abbreviated,
Bring it up, Sister Kalila.
listen. If it's abbreviated, if you can, the floor is yours, Brother Philip. You can actually take it away and introduce the Knowledge Corner for us.
Word. Well,
Word to your mother.
Word.
No,
Well,
I mean, more like Vanilla Ice.
the importance of service. Serving others can help us create new or stronger friendships. We can befriend the people we're serving or the people we're serving alongside. These can become some of the most important relationships in our lives. Service is a powerful contributor to our happiness, fulfillment, and overall life satisfaction. According to a large and growing body of research, helping others is often associated with and can lead to higher levels of happiness. Putting other people's needs before yours also strengthens your relationships. It connects you with the one you're serving. And if that someone is someone you know, it creates a stronger bond with them. It also enriches other people's lives. So that's the word of the day on service. I think do we have a self-care quote, Sister Felicia?
I do. I have one.
Sister Kalila, I'm so sorry. You got the book.
No,
I'm
you're
sorry.
fine. I got the book.
Reading
I
from
got
chapter
the
1,
book.
verse 3 of the self-care book.
You feel good, don't let go. Okay. It says, be yourself. Everyone else is already taking it. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken.
Beautiful.
That's a perfect place.
Oh,
Those
no.
6 beautiful words given to us by the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Accept your own
And be yourself.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us tonight on the
Oh,
7th
let-
Coalition
Let
Thursday
brother
Talk.
let brother Chad talk briefly about the show, what's going on, and get your tickets. Y'all get your tickets. Get
One
your
last
tickets.
announcement, Brother Chad.
Praise be to Allah. Please do get your ticket. We had our dear sister Candy Lowe. I seen that she was on also tuning in, which once again, she is our honoree for the banquet with our friendships in all walks of life. We want everybody to come on down and see us for our first annual fundraiser. You can get your ticket right there at eventbrite.com. But you can also, if you can't make it, you can donate toward the cause. So please, we want to encourage everyone to do so. And once again, about Muhammad Academy, when I tell y'all, Camp YG, let's get our children in there. If not, let's get a donation that can help us to get other children in there. Every support, anything from $1 to $1,000, whatever you care to give, to make this a wonderful outcome, then we could give you the status as the first year. And as we get more into it with more donation, it's going to really, really help us, family. So I thank y'all once again, 7th Region Coalition, for having me on this show, this wonderful platform. May Allah continue to bless you all. Assalamu alaikum, family.
Wa alaikum salam. And with that being said,
Wa alaikum salam, Brother Chad.
Don't forget to donate. We got some donations that did come in. We're very, very grateful, family. I saw one particular donation. Sister Tasha, thank you so much for your donation.
And Sister Felicia, she donated.
Also made a donation. Our own 7th Region Coalition members. Thank you for your
praise be to
donation,
Allah,
dear sister. And anyone out there that, even if it's $1, dear family, even if it's $2 or $3, $5, anything that you're able to donate, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. May Allah continue to bless you and your families. We got some bills to pay. And we do need your support. So please, please, please. I don't want to sound like James Brown, keep saying, please. No, but please support your own, and we are your own. Thank you, family.
All right, y'all. Well, in saying that, are all hearts and minds officially clear now?
Clear.
I can see.
Well, in saying that, thank you again, family, for joining us on this episode of the 7th Region Coalition Thursday Talks. Inshallah, next week you can catch us right here, same black time, same black channel. Inshallah, we'll see you then. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.